Lenawee Sports is in Royals country tonight as the boys of Blissfield look to hand Onsted their first loss of the season. Can David defeat Goliath tonight? High School Varsity Basketball starts right now, only on LSN.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
You've got a tie atop the LCAA standings.
Count that baby in a foul.
The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the Breslin Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.
Lenawee Sports and the Michigan High School Athletic Association proudly present high school varsity basketball, where tonight the Onsted Wildcats, ranked third in the state, have arrived here in Blissfield to take on the Royals in an LCAA matchup. And it's all part of the season-long race for our state championship. Good evening, friends. I'm Kyle Griffith alongside Logan Train. Let's start off tonight talking a little bit about Onsted. Logan, what are your thoughts?
You know, when you see Onsted, you can't help but think of the big man Austin Davis and the crew he has around him. You know, Onsted is a competitive team, third in the state. So, I mean, Blissfield's got quite the matchup tonight.
As you said, David versus Goliath. As we walked through to come out here tonight, we walked through the lineup and walked through that team. We were in the trees. We were amidst Goliath. It's going to be a challenging night for the Royals.
I think the key is, you know, stopping the game, slowing down time. You know, that's going to have to be what you got to do to face the Goliath.
Well, with that, let's kick it over to Jacob Mason, who is with our coach.
Thank you, and I'm standing here with Coach Maska of Onsted Wildcats. Coach, you are expected to win this game against the Blissfield Royals. What could be a potential showstopper or game stopper to this game?
It's always tough going on the road, especially at Blissfield. Their student section usually gets going, and Coach Estes always has these guys playing extremely hard defensively, so they'll get after us defensively, half court and in the full court. So we got to control their pressure and make good decisions and play pretty good defense for ourselves.
Okay, thank you. And follow up on that, what would be your keys to success, keys to winning this game?
Tonight we got to play great team defense. We got to take care of the ball and rebound the basketball. We got a size advantage tonight, and we'd like to use it on the offensive defensive glass.
You mentioned something about the defense. What is your strategy to stopping Blissfield's offense?
Just the ability to eliminate penetration. If we eliminate penetration, then they can't drive and kick and knock down some shots from the outside. So if we eliminate penetration, I think we should be in pretty good shape tonight.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Back to you.
Thanks, Jake. We'll be right back with our pregame show. You're watching High School Varsity Basketball only on LSN. Your home for Lenawee Sports.
The broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Lenawee Sports Network. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the Lenawee Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe. 14 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, this year she celebrated her 50th wedding anniversary.
Is that why you've taken off your jeans?
No, I've taken off my jeans to prove the link between jeans and the fight against breast cancer.
Oh, that's interesting. Do I have to take off my jeans?
No, nobody has to take off their jeans, Mom, but everybody has to go to denimday.com right now. I'll explain everything, dress code optional.
Apparently. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Learn more at denimday.com.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
All right, we're back. Let's talk a little bit about Blissfield. We had a chance to talk about Onsted. As you opened up, Logan, you talked a little bit about the David role and the David versus Goliath. And ironically, the Royals are without David tonight.
Not only are they without David, they're without Devin Slusher, both down with illnesses. That's going to be a key in Blissfield's attack on the three-point ball. You know, David with a high percentage of 3 points, it's going to change the game for Blissfield, for sure. Absolutely. Two key starters that are out for the night. But I'll tell you one thing, watching Blissfield throughout the season, they are scrappy, and you know that Coach Estes is going to get the most out of them. Absolutely.
It's one common opponent they have is Hillsdale. And as we look at both programs, Hillsdale kind of earned their rankings the other night by beating Hillsdale. Hillsdale kind of had their way with Blissfield. So we are up for a fight, but we hope tonight that the audience gets to see that David versus Goliath show that we're looking for.
I'm here with Coach Ronald Estes of the Blissfield Royals. Coach Estes, what are your keys to, or how do you plan to stop Austin Davis of the Onsted Wildcats?
I don't know if you can stop him. You got to slow him down. So we've got an idea. We got to put a couple guys on him, but there's no mystery. I don't think stopping is what you want to do. You want to slow him down, make him try to work and earn his baskets.
Thank you. I see that David Devontier is not starting the game today. Can you explain why that is?
Yeah, he's sick. He's been sick for a couple days. Devin Slusher's not playing either.
Who do you expect to step up in the absence of those two players?
Well, I hope several guys do. I hope that Braden Zimmerman, whoever, it doesn't matter. Someone's got to step up and play.
All right. Thank you, Coach Estes. Good luck.
You're welcome.
Back to you.
Thanks, Jake. Stay right here. Up next, the national anthem and player introductions. You're watching LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Amanda. And now, the starting lineups for tonight's contest. For Onsted, a sophomore, number 5, James Dietrich. For the Blissfield, a 5'11" sophomore, number 3, Jack Wilson. For Onsted, a junior, number 15, Gabe Richardson. For Blissfield, a 5'7" senior, number 4, Brady Griffin. For Onsted, a junior, number 24, Skylar Lipinski. For Blissfield, a 6'2" senior, number 20, Chase Lieberman. For Onsted, a senior, number 11, Dallas Highwood. For Blissfield, a 6'1" senior, number 32, Harley McKelvey. For Onsted, a senior, number 51, Austin Davis. For Blissfield, a 6'2" senior, number 33, Nick Hyman. Onsted is coached by Graham Meska. Blissfield is coached by Ron Estes, assisted by Nick Arlos. Your officials this evening, Bob Barrett, Will Godfrey, Josh Peswick.
Well, we're about ready to tip off here tonight, as we said, the David versus Goliath, and we're going to see it right from the start with Nick Kyneth at about 6'2" versus a 6'11" Austin Davis. And you can see as you look on the court, there's a significant difference in size.
What do I say? Yeah.
And here we go. Davis gets it, kicks it back to Dallas Hybrader. Hybrader works it on up to the corner, back to Davis. We've got Lipinski, Richardson. Oh, he started off with a big dunk.
And that's going to be key all night long. If Blissfield can stop that, it's going to be interesting to see it.
I hope that the facilities has checked the rims tonight and tightened them down, because I don't think they've had that test in a long, long time. They're putting some heavy pressure on the Royals. Griffith with the ball. He's filling in for David Devontier. Wilson, sophomore, working it. They're going to try to set something up here. Try to make something happen. Here comes Davis out on Brady Griffith, and Brady Griffith fights for it and kicks it out. McKelvey to Wilson. They are trying their best to work the ball.
And now the Royals are without David, remind you. David and Devin Slusher.
And they keep, Onsted keeps kind of poking at that ball. And it's going to be tough, the speed and size, but I told you, they are going to battle. Coach Estes has got that. Way to hold the ground. Brady Griffith the rebound. Bring it up. And he goes up strong. And it looked like a foul. He was looking for that, but didn't get it. He took it to the hole against a big man. And here come the Wildcats in transition.
You know, without David, the three-ball option is not there tonight. We got to find a way, another shooter to find that open window behind the arc.
You know, and defensively, Onsted is just going to challenge and say, hey, come on into the forest and see what you can do amidst the big trees. Let's go on over to Jake.
Thank you. I'd like to talk about two injuries that we have. For Onsted, Dallas Hybrader is coming off of a cut in his eyelid or eyebrow from last week's game against Hillsdale. And then for Blissfield, Nick Kyneth is coming off his ACL tear from last year's injury in football. So keep an eye on those two as we continue into the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Jake. Those are good insights. A lot of injuries, and those will definitely play a role. Here come the Royals back down. Royals are still scoreless. Wildcats jumped off to a quick 7-0 lead, and Royals have got to get something going quick. And you can see the hesitation. Here we go. Griffith drives, and that's what we're way to fight back. And they battled a little bit. As I said, the Royals are going to have to be scrappy. And they broke it up. The Royals did a good job. Coach Estes is happy with that. You know, they got to do their best to break up those balls and try to contain that offensive threat that the Wildcats will offer tonight.
And like we said in the pregame, it's all about slowing down the game tonight. We don't want to blow out, or Blissfield doesn't want to blow out. So, you know, you got to slow down the game, control, and stop the Cats.
Kyneth bring it over to McKelvey. McKelvey over to Wilson. They're going to try to work it around. Set up McKelvey with a shot. Looked like it was partially blocked, and Brady Griffith with another rebound. He's got to put himself in position, and here comes Kyneth. Oh, that was Levens, but a nice shot. He had a good look, and you got to take those tonight. Nice move. The Royals again scrappy. Levens working hard under there, and that height was just a little bit too much. We're going to move it up. Wilson in the corner. Griffith back over to Levens. Griffith being challenged a little bit by 11. Back over to Levens, and they're going to try again, slowly set something up to get a point on the board. We're looking at 9-0 at this point. McKelvey kicks it out. Got to take that shot, and he makes it. Griffith with the 2, the first score of the night. Coming off the bench, filling in for some of those positions. That's a good start. And that drive, and drives right past. Wilson did a good job trying to poke that ball, but he just continued on, and Dallas Hybrader made a nice effort there. Nice feed inside. Oh, Nick made a good attempt there, but he was a little scared.
You know, both student section, or let's see, Blissfield student section is still standing up, ready to go. They got to get a chant going here. But Onsted doesn't bring a student section, but they bring a really good crowd.
Oh, there goes a steal. And a quick little layup there by Gabe Richardson. As I said, they are big and they're quick. They're athletic, and Blissfield's going to have to work extra hard tonight. Kyneth bobbles a little bit, kicks it back over to Griffith. Griffith on the drive and puts it in. Griffith with 2 more there, and only the 4 points for Blissfield tonight. Dallas Highbrader kicking around to Davis. Davis over to Gabe Richardson, the big 3 attempt. And here we go. I'll tell you what, they're doing a good job. Blissfield's doing their best to box out and try to get advantage with the height somehow. You got to kind of bend those guys in half. And here comes Kyneth over. Boy, that's a challenge. To have those long arms in front of you has got to be a challenge. 5 goes up. Oh, and the crowd wasn't real happy with that. Going up, again, the Royals gave it their best to put a stop to that. Onsted's got a couple guys going to be checking in, and the Royals have 3 coming in. Chase Levens ended up getting the foul on that, but I got to give Chase some credit for putting himself in that position and trying again to make something happen. We're going to take a timeout, and with that, we're going to toss it on over to Jake.
Thank you, guys. As you know, height is a major factor in a basketball game, and Onsted's taller height is undeniable. Their tallest player, Austin Davis, is 6'11", is over a foot taller than Brady Griffith, who is at 5'6". Thank you, and back to you.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jake. You're right. I mean, we've said that from the start, the David versus Goliath story, and I think, you know, there's a lot of people here tonight, a great turnout. They're hoping to see a good show. Absolutely. Both sections are here to see. There's a lot of great talent in the room, but I think some people are hoping for that Rocky, that Rudy moment, and the Royals are giving it their best.
You know, the student section house kicked in for Blissfield during the timeout, and we got 15 seconds left in it. And Davis is still out there. We got Isaac Henry, Patrick Ayett, James Dietrich, and Dallas Highbrader. Like Jake said, he's down with it, or has a eyelid injury, and he's coming back. We're in the headband. And now
and the Royals have subbed in too.
Right. James Dietrich is going to go for the free throw and makes the first.
Royals have put in Zimmerman, Micah, and we also have Zapansky that is coming off the bench. So here come the Royals back up, trying their best below pressure, kick it back out. Brady with the 3, and puts it in. Brady Griffith, all 7 points so far, is being a scrapper tonight, and that's what we're looking for. It's just we'll see if they can battle under. Oh, that's down low, and by golly, Isaac Henry again, just a strong effort.
No, we were joking about, you know, in the bean time, or before the game, about how, you know, Brady Griffith's got to put up 30 points, and he's on his way. He's got 7.
That's the key. Is, you know, any look you get, you got to take it against this team, because you can't let them into your body, because they are going to knock the ball down.
You know, in every opportunity you get, you got to take it, because every shot you don't take is missed.
You know, as a dad, just so everybody knows, that's my son, number 4, Brady Griffith, and it's a fun game to call tonight to be a part of that. I told him tonight, you better shoot the Harlem Globetrotter 4. Here comes Levens with a 3. Yes! Levens knocks down a 3. We are within 7 points, and again,
Blissfield has riled up now. Blissfield is back in this game.
They are fighting, and this is what we were looking for, was at least put up a battle here tonight against this number 3 ranked team in the state, and they're poking at the ball, and that's the deal. We've got to frustrate them, and you know, Blissfield is working hard with that. Here comes Davis out.
Davis going to take a breather and collect himself after a turnover there.
Here comes Onsted, quick inbounds. We're going to try to pin him in the corner. Levens doing a good job there. And that was Patrick Ayett with a pretty simple layup. They kind of let him unguarded there. Levens bringing it up. Levens out to Sapansky. Out to Micah. We're back over to Levens. Levens drives and pops it right in. We've got ourselves a 19-12 game. And 24, holy moly. Skylar Lipinski, wow, what a drive up there. I think he could have thrown that one down. Levens battles back. Zimmerman gives it his best, and it goes a little bit over the board.
And Big block by Grant. Kind of threw him to the ground there. Grant Sospansky from Blissfield. That's going to be a foul for sure.
You know, I think that's going to be part of the deal, and I'm sure as Onsted goes around, people are going to challenge them, and you know, you really don't have much to lose against them. It's your one chance to knock off that giant, and so there's going to be some rough times, I think.
Yep, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Oh,
Blissfield's got to take advantage of that.
You could hear the wood shake a little bit on that one.
Yep.
Subbing back in, we've got Austin Thompson coming in, number 14 for the Wildcats.
I remember him from last year, really making a difference in the game at Onsted.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's going to be, he could be a factor in tonight's win.
Oh, here we go. Kyneth down low, kicks it out to Micah. Micah with a three. Oh, and it was on. Good rebound. We're
bobbling around.
The Royals are boxing out nice, giving them a shot, and we'll see if they can keep up with them down the court.
Hydrator with the ball now.
Hydrator's quick. He's got a good ball handling. He's going to do some crossover work and try to mix it up. Kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson over to Henry. Back over to Ayatt. Ayatt drives and floats it right in. That was a nice move.
About 20 seconds left in the quarter here, and Blissfield is down by 13.
Working on Levin's working on over. Mike has got puts it back to Zimmerman. Back over to Kyneth. Kyneth kicks it out. Levens. Oh, almost. And here come the Wildcats again.
There it is. Last final shot. It's a miss.
And it's a miss.
So quarter one's going to go down 12-25 in Onsted's favor.
And with that, we are into the second period. And you are watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Well, we start off the second period, and the Royals did their best to hang in there. Started the game off with a big dunk by Davis, and that was a momentum starter. Second period, I've got a special guest with me, Ben Sullivan, an 8th grader. Is very interested in sports broadcasting. He's a great athlete here, and welcome to the show, Ben.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
Ben has been looking forward to this opportunity to LSN coming to town. Big steal for number 15, Gabe Richardson, and we're going to get another foul. Again, the Royals are challenging every shot and doing their best to stir it up. Ben, what do you think?
Yeah, doing a great job. I mean, it's keeping it close. Not that close right now, but they can come back easily. They're known for coming back. And Onsted, if they keep giving Davis the ball, they might have a really good chance of winning.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think for the Royals, if they can knock down a few more threes and get some momentum changers, and that's, like I said, that dunk to start things off. And Davis is now back in, and Griffith is back in. He had a hot hand early on, so we'll see how it all works out. 15 knocks it down again, Gabe Richardson. Puts us at 27-12. Harley McKelvey coming in for the Royals. Ben, what did you think about that first? I mean, opening play, a dunk.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
It was really good. It caught Blissfield off guard, obviously.
I think so, too. I mean, from a coach's standpoint, to come right out and set the tone like that, hey, you know, and here comes Micah with a nice floater off the glass. And out here comes a quick breakaway. And he gets up there, and it's another quick breakaway. Gabe Richardson. Those guys, they get up high. I mean, and we're going to have a timeout. Coach Estes going to try to settle things down. With that, we are going to go to break. We are 29-12 Onsted. You're watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky. But he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
Welcome back to Blissfield High School. We're going to kick it back over to Jacob Mason.
Thank you, guys. It is obvious here that Onsted is asserting themselves early on the back of Austin Davis, who has quite a few dunks, but that is nonetheless to Blissfield, who's making multiple stabs at trying to dig themselves back out of the hole through three-pointers from Brady Griffith and others. Back to you guys.
Jacob, thank you very much. I think one of the keys there is Onsted's going to put a little heat on, and they just did with Griffith and got that ball, and here they come right back. What a pass. A big pass from Davis to Lipinski. You can tell they've been working well together this year. Ben, what do you think of all this height?
Well, they're obviously living up to it. I mean, number 3 in the state for a reason. They're showing why.
You know, as you grow up in the Blissfield system as an 8th grader, how would you feel playing with this kind of height and this kind of talent?
It would be fun. I mean, probably win a lot of games, what Onsted has done. So, I mean, it would work out really well. It would be fun. Levens
gives it his best. He drives in, and Davis just puts his paw up in the air and knocks that down. Doesn't even leave his feet. And it's just going to be a challenge. Every time you go up, you've got to be thinking about that. You've played against some tall people, and how does that get in your head, Ben?
I mean, it's hard. You can't really drive, so you really got to focus and hit the outside shots, which Blissfield's done a little bit, but they got to hit it more to get back in the game.
Absolutely. Like I said, any look you get, you better shoot the ball and hope for the best that you get it over those arms. And here what a great pass McKelvey makes. Rebound out to 11. Here we go with Richardson down 15. And a nice little move. Oh! Here we go again. And when he does it with authority. What a dunk. And as I said, I really hope the facilities have checked those rims and those backboards. And you could see some dust flying on that one.
Oh, yeah. By far.
You could hear it.
Yeah.
Those are big dunks, right, Benny?
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that's part of what people came out to see, but at the same time, it would be great for these Royals to fight back and make this into a game, and they're doing their best. They're working the ball. Kyneth with a nice float. Nice shot, and Davis just too much down there low. We could box out and do our best there. Brady Griffith, 24, puts his hands up, and 24 goes right past. Skylar Lipinski. You got to make a decision in there. Either you're gonna hack him or you're gonna let him go. What do you think? What do you do, Ben?
Hack them, but they're proving at the free throw line when you foul them that they're going to make them. So, either way, they'll get 2 points. So, it's kind of 50-50.
Right. You do that, and, they have the ability probably to finish a nice shot. Again, he had a look. Kyneth had a look, and just in and out. Richardson working the ball around. Driving the lane. Hands are up. And boy, nice job kicking that ball back out. And a big 3 by Skylar Lipinski. What a great addition to this Onsted team. Skylar Lipinski, a transfer. Wilson comes up with a shot, and just a little bit over. So that's got to be challenging as you think about your shots. And another big one by number 11, Dallas Highbury. A lot of talk about Davis and Lipinski, but there are a lot of guys are contributing, and that's really the key to success, right, Ben?
Yeah, by far. It's like the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, but they have really good subs also.
Well, that's a great analogy. You talk about Cleveland and the trouble they had when they had the injury in the playoffs, and it was all on LeBron. You're right. It's tough to do. What a great pass! Oh my! And he throws a little extra on it, and Coach Estes isn't too happy with some of that. You hate to. We've got an offensive foul out of it. Skylar Lipinski as he goes through, and then, like I said, just a little extra show, and I think that's getting frustrating a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And we've got some subs in for Onsted. We've got Kyle Smith, number 3 in. Working the ball back out to Wilson. Back out to Brady Griffith. Feeding it in to Zacheski. Back, nice pass. Back over, here's the big man. Oh, in and out. You know, we finally get a little bit of height. Braden Zacheski, 6'4", the tallest player on Blissfield's team. And so they get a little height in there to battle, and we'll see how he handles himself. What a great opportunity to go against Austin, and he does a nice job working the glass. What do you think about that move, Ben?
That was a great move. I mean, thought he was going to go up the left hand. Nope, goes reverse with the...
Yeah. Oh, finally we draw the foul. But it took a lot of courage for Braden Zacheski to drive in there, and he did his best to kind of stay the course.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he could have easily been blocked, but went up strong and got fouled.
So how many times have you been in that position as you've gone through some of these travel games? And
I mean, quite a bit, I guess. I mean, if you drive.
You're kind of waiting to get hacked, and do you?
Not necessarily.
No.
You kind of gotta like go up with the contact, so you gotta go up strong.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if they're gonna call a foul or not.
So you just got to kind of stay the course and see what happens. Yeah. And he knocks down the free throws. Bring the ball up, back out to Kyle Smith. Brady Griffith battling with him. There we go, back to poking the ball a little bit. We've got a box out. The Royals got a box out there, and here we go, getting a hand up. Oh, in and out. 41 is even a big man. Evan Norton in the game. Evan Norton, he's a good-looking, good-sized kid, and he is one of the LISD Tech Center students. And tonight we're representing LISD TV, and this segment is really LSN, Lenawee Sports Network. But it's nice to have Evan in our hallways at the Tech Center and being a part of that. Grant Sapansky, also Brady Griffith, also attend the Tech Center. And it's neat to see those kids walk the hallways and be a part of that Tech Center community. Working the ball around, some guys getting some playing time. Here comes Thompson. And at this time, we're going to kick it back over to Jake Mason.
Hey, did you guys see Evan Norton from Onsted? Anyway, back to the game. Both teams are asserting themselves on defense, man-to-man for both teams. In place of David Devontier and Devin Slusher being out, Blissfield's guards stepping up, mainly Brady Griffith, Chase Levens, and Jack Wilson in order to cover the void. Thanks, back to you guys.
I think in talking to Coach Estes before the game, Ben and I had a chance to talk to him, and Coach Estes, we talked about his goals, and the goal for tonight's game was to get better, when you go into a game like this. With that, we're going to take a break, and you are watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him.
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Blissfield High School and the oh my goodness, the Wildcats again. Number 23, Isaac Henry, senior. What a beautiful shot. I mean, he had that pose down. When you shoot that three, you kind of pose the hand.
Onsted, they're really hitting the three ball very well, and Blissfield not so much, and that's why they're down so much.
There we go, Zacheski. Way to battle down low, and he floats a nice shot in there, and that's what's going to have to happen. Some people that get their chance tonight, get better, as Coach Estes said. The goal is to get better. Micah Badlin, he's a great defenseman, and they're going to call foul. Fouls like that aren't always the fan favorites because they're kind of a touch foul.
Yeah.
Have you had many of those, Ben?
I mean, not really in travel. I mean, they just try to get the game moving. They don't call many fouls.
Oh, there you go.
But
so they let you play it out.
Yeah.
And absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of fun when you get in there and get to get a little rough basketball. Royals again doing their best to poke that ball around and get it loose and create some turnovers, and they're doing it there. Lieben's bringing it up, working with Zapansky. Ooh, he eyed the shot for a second. Braden's feeling it. Oh, comes up a little short. Zacheski got a little confidence there, and good for him to keep shooting and keep trying.
yeah, I mean, might as well. You're not winning, so might as well. You're losing by a lot.
Ben, you're absolutely right. Why not? A game like this, you might as well leave it all out there, have a little fun, work on as Coach Estes said. Can't say it enough. Getting better.
Yeah, focus on the fundamentals, get better.
Absolutely. These are the games that they're tough, but you can always say, hey, we gave it our all. We worked against one of the best teams in the state of the Michigan in Class B. And that will end the half. Onsted 46, Blissfield 15.
I'm here with assistant coach, Coach Abelos. Coach, what was your take on the first half?
They got out and ran. They beat us down the court. They got a lot of layups. We got to not let that happen pretty much.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Jake. I appreciate that coverage and insight from Coach Abelos. You are watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back to Blissfield High School. Halftime, we've got 46-15. Royals came out and gave a little fight, but the Wildcats pulled away. My partner here, Ben Sullivan, has offered some great insights to tonight's game. And one thing he talked about was some of the NBA stars and kind of spreading the wealth. Onsted, when they announced the halftime contributions of each player, it is a great distribution. We have 5, 6, 5, 14, 6, so not one player is standing out. Ben, what's your thought on that?
Yeah, everyone's getting the ball. I mean, that's why they're winning. They're hitting the three ball. When everyone thinks they're going to shoot the three, they pound it inside and get buckets.
Yeah, I mean, they have a great blend. It isn't just a dunk fest like we opened up the game with. They are going all around the court and getting points whenever they can. With that, we have Jacob Mason tonight doing our sideline reporting. We're going to kick it on over to Jake.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with head coach, Coach Maskis of the Onsted Wildcats. Coach, what was your take on the first half?
I wasn't really pleased with our defensive effort in the first quarter. I got on the guys and we started to play a little bit better in the second quarter, forcing some turnovers, got in transition the way we wanted to, and got up and down the floor. Basically a pretty good first half after the first quarter wasn't too great. So we're excited for the second half, get after them defensively and hopefully create some more turnovers.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jake. Once again, you're watching LSN, Lenawee Sports Network.
Go for a mouthful, go for the fun.
Go for cakes.
For everyone. Just one stack is what it takes. And it's go for cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. There's always room for more Gopher cakes. Empty the box, then reload. Eat those Gopher cakes till you explode.
Exercised lately?
Till you explode.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to Blissfield High School. We start the half off. Onsted 46, Blissfield 15. Both starting lineups back intact. as we began the game, and they are continuing on.
Before we get underway, we're proud to say that the Lenawee Sports Network provides local sports coverage that airs on LISD TV. Overseen by our instructors and operated by our students, LSN offers live sports broadcast experience to all high school students within the LISD, Lenawee Intermediate School District. If you would like to join the team, please email us at lisdtv@lisd.us.
Well said, Logan. As we get back, we want to thank the LISD for the opportunity to be out here tonight, and all those students and staff that dedicate their evening to covering this event. Great pickup by Griffith, and recovering from a little pressure. Griffith gets a look, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to keep taking, and he takes a shot and just misses it. Onsted started off while Logan was talking with a pretty easy layup, and here they go back again. Back to Lipinski, and Lipinski, big, strong kid underneath. Nice shot by Wilson. That's exactly, from Blissfield's perspective, any look you get that doesn't have a hand in your face, you got to take it.
Yep. And Davis, talk about the sporting cast of Davis. I know Davis only with 6 points right now. Lipinski just tearing it up with a halftime total of 14 in the first 2 quarters.
Well, the Royals, again, underneath, just trying to create as much havoc as they can, and they get a foul. McKelvey there pushing a little bit back and forth with Davis, and nice inbounds pass, and 5 goes down. James Dietrich looks like he took a little shot to the head.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding his eye, and he slow to get up. Davis there to help out his teammate.
And even though he takes that fall, the referees don't see it as a foul.
No. You know, good pat on the back by Davis, and Dietrich is going to head to the bench and see if he's all right.
Like I said, the Royals are doing everything they can. You don't want to, obviously they're not playing cheap, but a call like that, the referees can't see everything. Brady Griffith bringing it up, working it down low. And we're going to go back over to Jake Mason, who's got a very special interview for us this evening.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Hall of Fame coach and player Denny Thompson, who graduated from Blissfield High School, and whose son actually does play for the Onsted Wildcats, Austin Thompson. Coach, what is different about being here as a grandfather and fan compared to what it was on the sideline as a coach?
Well, first of all, it's fun to watch athletes compete. I love doing that. Kids are kids no matter where you're at, in Onsted or Blissfield, and I love watching. As far as different, it's just this is home, but having a grandson and the kids at Onsted are great kids too, so I love watching them compete.
What was your inspiration as a coach and to be the coach that you once were?
Well, I was really lucky to have a great coach that I had in high school, Coach Al Schaefer. He taught me a lot of things and wanted me to, I think, utilize the skills that I had, but fortunately I had an opportunity to get a job back here in Blissfield and, taught and coached 40 years. And as far as the inspiration, though, I think it was he as a coach, but all the other coaches I had too, and my parents' support and all friends and things that I had that I loved to compete and just be an athlete. It was fun.
What is it like being a Hall of Famer at Blissfield High School?
It's definitely an honor. I'm very proud. As far as deserving it, I was a matter of longevity for me. I was lucky to be able to coach as long as I did and have as many great athletes and great kids as I did. So it's an honor, it's fun, it's a privilege.
What do you miss most about being most about being in Blissfield as a coach and as a teacher?
I miss the kids. I miss you guys. I loved all the students that I had and all the athletes, and it's a great community. And it's home, and I love it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Back to you guys.
What a great interview. As I stated early on, Brady Griffith is my son, and my other 2 daughters. I've got triplets, and all 3 of them had the chance to have Coach Thompson as a teacher and as a coach, and just a class act. Someone who, for this community, is a true legend and a great role model for many students for years to come. So thanks. Great interview, Jake.
And on the topic of Mr. Thompson, Mr. Denny Thompson, he was a inspiration to a man named Phil Kerbway. He's been managing Blissfield for many years, 45 to be exact, he told me tonight. And Denny Thompson was the one to get him out and do something good for him, and he's just loving it, and he continues to sit on the bench, give water to the team, and just another way that Denny Thompson impacted Blissfield in many ways.
And Phil remembers everything, and what a great guy. The crowd often pays tribute to him with a Phil chant, so we'll see if we get that tonight. Well, while we were away, we had another huge dunk, and almost an angry dunk from Austin Davis. He made the Royals pay the price there, and it was a rim rocker. Great pass down here from Brady Griffith down to Kyneth, who did a nice job finishing that. And we are sitting at 58-21 Onsted. Again, Blissfield getting as scrappy as it can. Levens with a nice, what a move, Levens,
wow.
My goodness.
Impressive.
That is the confidence you got to have. And
oh, absolutely.
That was a really nice layup for Chase Levens. Again, as Coach Estes said, getting better is the key tonight. So if moves like that, you might not come out of here with a win, but if you can come out of here with some improved skills for the rest of the season, it will give Blissfield an edge as they face the rest of their schedule.
Yeah, there's definitely some positive outlooks out here for Blissfield. You know, take the score into effect, but, you know, overall, Blissfield continues to grind. You know, with Devontier out, with Slusher out, they continue to grind and not give up. You see the efforts from from Griffith and Kyneth and Jacheski down low, and Michael Daniels with his quickness. You know, you see the intensity out there continuing for Blissfield as Griffith comes out and is replaced by Wilson.
And Griffith gets a nice round of applause for his efforts. It's a nice game for the Royals in terms of having the opportunity to play against such a great program, hone their skills. The pressure's off at this point. I mean, you know, it's 59-23. You know, you don't have to worry about that nerve-wracking game-winning shot.
Yep.
And so relax and play the game and try to have a little fun. A lot of seniors on both squads, but a lot of seniors here for the Royals tonight.
Yeah, and Davis being one of them, getting that, you know, full ride to Michigan State. You know, that the pressure that he must have had of, you know, really wanting what he got in terms of, you know, going to a D1 college, getting the chance to play for Coach Beeline. You know, that's a great opportunity. And I know as I look around, I was talking to my parents the other day about, you know, our grade in general. The 2016 class in our county is just, you know, a group of athletic people that many of them are going on to play college sports, including myself, and it's quite an honor to be able to take your skill set and what you know from high school and take it to the collegiate level. You know, you look at Leanne Seidel for softball, and Braden Zimmerman and for baseball, and Justin Bailey for baseball, and myself for
wow, what a great block there. Nice pass down there.
Definitely got the Blissfield crowd going.
Yeah, there was a little energy in the house there. There we go.
There it is.
Zacheski having a career night. Wow. Got the crowd into a little bit. Great point. The only thing I would say there, Logan, is Coach Beeline wouldn't be too happy with the Michigan State comment. You mentioned that there was a Michigan State, but he's going to be a Michigan Wolverine. So, so that's how it goes. This is all our first broadcast tonight, so we're going to make some mistakes, but go blue, Austin, and we wish you the best for your future. Royals working it around. Back in Zacheski. Zacheski gets fouled, but again, with confidence, takes that shot.
Right. As he gets a pat on the back from number 22, Micah Daniels. Zacheski's going to head to the line. Griffith looking to come back in. He's checking in.
Griffith working hard and getting some direction from Coach Estes about, you know, Coach Estes doesn't quit coaching. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
This game is out of hand, but his expressions are intense. He's chomping the gum, and he's doing his best to coach his kids up and get the most out of them.
He wants his team better. He wants this team to continue to put an effort into the LCAA.
Yeah, I guess my question is, is this a one-stick night, Logan? Do you switch sticks of gum at halftime? I mean, he's been working that thing before.
Oh, absolutely.
Before
as animated as he is, it's funny he doesn't lose his gum. You know, just spat it out on the court.
Well, I can't imagine that you stay with one stick throughout the whole game. And he's worked that thing intensely. Like I said, even during the JV game, I would venture to guess he switches at halftime, but it seems like he'd lose some flavor in the meantime.
You know, it might be an interview question of what to ask him. What he chooses. You know, is it extra? Is it take 5? I mean, what do we got here?
Everybody talks about how difficult he is for a post-game interview, and that might be the question of the night.
Right.
So we'll see if we can get an interview. Drive by Brigham, and he gets, oh my gosh, but recovers and dishes it and does his best to fight through.
Like he got packed, but continued to get that ball, dish it out, and found somebody to get look for the basket.
Ball and did it. You're right. Oh, and a 3 attempt by 23, Isaac Henry, in and out.
Yeah, so many times do you see in professional basketball and college basketball teams giving up. And like we've said multiple times tonight, Blissfield is not giving up.
Yeah.
You know, the score right now, 26-59, a minute 14 left in the third, and they're still grinding.
Absolutely.
Like they can win this game. You know, it's a possibility. We're not counting them out.
Absolutely. Did you see that soccer move afterwards? Brady Griffith kind of gave it a little toe kick and a little dribble.
Yeah, he was a key factor in Blissfield this year, you know.
And here goes Kyle Smith with an easy layup. Griffith working it down the court, taking a look at his options, and they're gonna put some pressure on him. And he comes.
Oh, Griffith in the face there.
He left his feet, and they made a move on him.
And the clock is winding down from a minute. We 26-63 Onsted.
Zacheski, again with confidence, he does it. Thompson battles hard underneath, works the ball, kicks it over to Smith. I'll tell you what, Micah Daniel was working hard, and that foul, that's okay. That's okay. I'd rather see the effort and trying to stir it up the best he can.
At this point, you got to give your team a break.
Right.
You know?
I mean, there's no point leaving this gym, with a bunch of fouls left. You might as well give it your all and there's no risk or pressure of fouling out of the game.
You know, one guy told me one time, if you don't have 3 fouls, did you actually play the game? And I think that was you yourself, sir. I remember that.
Back in the day, that's right. You know, you want the players to come back with 3 fouls. And we're starting to get some now. Zacheski, but they're playing hard, and when you play hard, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to foul.
3 attempt. Off the rim.
With the 3, and Smith gets the rebound and back up, just misses it. And there we go. Zacheski with a nice rebound. Wilson
here comes
Micah.
Micah.
Oh,
good! What a play by Micah Daniels. It continues to fight to the basket. That's absolutely, that was incredible.
Yeah, a silly foul afterwards, but again, playing hard. But again, you go back to Levens had a beautiful layup earlier. Yep. We just saw another great move. Those are moves that we haven't seen all year, and that they are getting to hone their skills tonight, get better, as Coach Estes said. And so it's good to see for the Royal faithful, and hopefully they get to see some of those things as the season progresses.
Kyle Smith with a free throw, and he's going to get a second shot. Made the first one. Now he's going to go for 2 here. And the ball is up and in the hoop. Swish.
And here we go. Zapansky moving it up to Levens. Levens getting some pressure, trying to work it back out. And that will end the third period with our score, Onsted 65, Blissfield 28. You are watching LSN, Lenawee Sports Network.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Our score 65-28 Onsted. And here's another big 3 with Skylar Lipinski making it 71-28. Oh, and Levens trying to get that ball into Kyneth and kind of outstretched himself a little bit. Our score is 68-28 with Lipinski's 3. Onsted brings it up. Oh, and he loses control. James Dietrich working the ball around, kicks it out. Gabe Richardson, nice pass, and Davis easy off the glass. At least he didn't throttle that one and make that rim rock and make the facility staff here worry.
Yeah, I think he probably would have, maybe a closer game, maybe not to be close, but you're blowing him out. Why do it?
Well, do you know, like I said early on, he threw down some. Do you think that is kind of a statement, Ben?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, as you looked at that, and that kind of got the crowd going a little bit, oohing and on, and
yeah.
Grant Sapansky doing his best to keep things contained. And again, we talked about fouls. So, Benny, have you ever fouled out of a game?
No, I've never fouled out of the game. Probably the most fouls I've gotten was 3. I think I might have got 4 one game.
Okay. So were you worried at that point? Were you going to get in trouble at home for a 5th?
I don't know. I mean, but if you get 4 fouls, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you don't get your 5th, then you're out of the game.
Does coach tell you at that point to kind of play it safe?
Yeah.
I mean, with your talent and input into a team, they don't want to lose someone like Ben Sullivan, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Ben's being humble. He's a great player and upcoming talent here at Blissfield Schools. Brady battling hard, 11 challenging him. Dallas Highbrader and shoots a big 3, and that one took a big hop off the back. Trying to tie that ball up. There we go. Poking it a little bit. Blissfield, again, rattling it. And again, hey, we're into the 4th period. The 72-28, and Blissfield's not going to give up. And Coach Estes is up out of his seat, yelling and getting after the athletes. We're going to toss it back over to Jacob Mason for another input from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. As this Lenawee County game wraps up, we see Onsted running away with the end of the game. But nonetheless, we can still see the 7 seniors from Blissfield playing hard, and then the experience that the backups for Onsted are getting at this time. This game will end as a very good game, and thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jacob. You're right. Great points. The crowd, I think going into it, expected some of that, but at the same time, they've done it. Big round of applause. Onsted subs out 5 at a time. So as the season goes on, if you look at the statistics for Onsted, a lot of different players contributing in a lot of these games because of the way they've handled their schedule.
I mean, the transfer for Onsted, that was huge. He's really been a huge part. I believe Onsted made 2 regionals last year, so he may be that key piece missing to make it to the Breslin Center. You know,
that's right. You know, down the stretch, you never know who's going to have to contribute. So this playing time is pretty critical for all of them. You know, someone gets in foul trouble, and you just never know. Another great pass and by Brady Griffith, and McKelvey has a tough time banking it off a little strong. Again, when you're anticipating that. Oh, nice job by Kyneth. Way to time that up and get a hand on the ball. And here comes a group of subs in for the Royals. Brady Griffith's going to stay in. And we've got Zacheski. We've got Levens. Zimmerman. And Micah going to stay in there. And a big shot again. Patrick Hyatt. He's knocked down a couple threes. This makes him look easy. He's got a nice shot, pretty shot. Competitor, you can just see that he's been working hard. You know, he's been hitting the weights, I bet, and I know that's a big part of some success.
Well, yeah, same with Austin Davis. He's really improved. I remember watching him as a freshman, and he was pretty tall, but he's really improved, and he's an absolute star going to Michigan.
That's right. You know, a lot of that's in the weight room. Nice steal by Brady Griffith. We're going to see if he finishes. Oh, just misses a layup, but a great steal. He gets a rebound, puts up strong, and puts it in. Griffith with a great putback. And here we go. Another steal by the Royals. Zacheski up. Another. And 2 more for Griffith. Boxes him out. Puts himself in good position. A big night coming off the bench for Brady Griffith in terms of contributing to some people were out, and he made his contribution to this team tonight. Did his best.
Yeah.
Drive in. And Austin Thompson with a nice layup. While you were talking, Braden Zimmerman made a really nice layup in there, and again, honing those skills. We got a timeout here. Onsted Onsted 79, Blissfield 34. You are watching LSN, the leader in Lenawee Sports Network coverage.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed ours.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Welcome back to Blissfield High School. The Royals bring it up. The last time there, Brady Griffith tried to make a pass, and Kyle Smith kicked that thing out of bounds. Did a little soccer kick. Right now, I want to thank Ben Sullivan, 8th grader, future sports broadcaster. It's a tough job to sit in this seat and have the pressure of this, and he's done a great job, and I'm looking forward to working with him in the future. This is all our first opportunities, and I want a special thanks and what an opportunity that LISD TV and LSN has provided students over the seasons, and especially upcoming students, you know, thinking about communications and those skills forever. You'll have those opportunities as you go on to job interviews, and communication is a #1 skill you can have. And Ben, you demonstrated that tonight, and thanks for sharing your stories.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
We're going to go back to senior Logan Crane helping me call the game.
And Kyle Griffith, just a great person to look to, and definitely did well tonight calling the game. Hope you guys will enjoy watching this.
Well, with 1 minute to go, like I said, I am impressed. And for the students, they've got to be inspired. At least I know the scoreboard is what it is. But these guys, here we go, get another great effort. Oh, nice job, Levens, right up to the last minute, lays on line. Griffith brings it up the court.
Under a minute left.
Nice pass, nice feed into Zimmerman. Kicks it out, Zacheski. Oh, so close. Again, laying it all out there the best they can, and they put themselves in great position tonight.
You know, it's just a great effort all around. I don't think the student section can be mad about this tonight. They're still, you know, yelling, having a good time over there. You know, Onsted's still having fun. It's just a good all-around experience despite the score. You know, and a good block by Micah Daniels there to get the ball away.
Daniels is a great aggressive defenseman. And here we go. Onsted kicking it back in. Hyatt with an easy layup.
And now we're under 20 left. Griffith with the ball.
Nice pass out to Levens. Levens going to try to drive it. Kicks it back out.
10 seconds left.
Takes the shot.
What a shot.
Oh, lofts it up there. And Onsted will run it out with 4 seconds. And
that's the game, folks.
That is the game. I mean, listen to the crowd. This is I mean, at end of a game, 81-34, Onsted over Blissfield. But listen to the crowd tonight. You know, they came out, they got to see a show of a team that's ranked 3rd in the state.
Yep.
But they got to see.
And without 2 starters as well, and they put up a heck of an effort.
Absolutely. And I don't think anyone's walking out of here disappointed. It's
not at all.
Great energy in the room.
Yep.
You know, they got to see some of the big dunks from future Michigan basketball player Austin Davis. They got to see some of those big dunks, and makes the kids happy. And
you know, and Blissfield got excited about that too. It is just awesome to see. Not very often do you see a high school player dunking on other high school players.
Oh, and dunking the way he did, he just unbelievably strong. We are going to toss it on over to Jacob Mason, who is with Coach Maska.
Thank you, guys. And I'm here with head coach, Coach Maska of the Onsted Wildcats. Well, Coach, you pulled out the win. What do you want your players to learn from this game going forward?
Second half, we got a little sloppy. I thought our defensive intensity kind of lacked in the 4th quarter, but throughout the game, they really did a nice job of playing together, playing team ball. I think we had 13 assists at halftime. We probably got up to 20 assists, which was our goal, 20 or 30, which was really good. So really proud of the effort. Anytime you get a road win is a good one, so we're excited. But now we're looking forward to Ida on Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jake. Just a good interview with winning coach Maska. You know, like he said, it's a good, solid road win, and hopefully he can continue to go back to. We're gonna head to break. We're not done yet. We'll be back with our post-game show. You're watching high school varsity basketball only on LSN. Your home for Lenawee Sports.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep pedaling.
Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
The odds of becoming a successful NASCAR driver, 1 in 125 billion. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Welcome back to Blissfield High School as we wrap things up tonight. We've talked about all night long a good fight for the crowd to see, a good show, and it was amazing the energy as they left the gym tonight. So both teams gave it their all. Logan?
Yeah, it was good to see somebody else step up out of the Onsted Wildcats. And Skylar Lipinski, what a great game, 23 points. And Jake Mason, our Florida guy, has him for an interview.
Skylar, as I understand, you are a junior. What are you looking forward to as you go to your senior year?
I'm looking forward to leading the team next year, and we just got to keep bringing the intensity every game. You transferred out of Onsted when you were an underclassman, and now you are back. How has the team acting around you since you've been back? Oh, it's a great competition every day. Me and Davis always working on each other, and all the other players in practice. We have intense practices, and that's what get us ready for the games.
Speaking of Davis, how is it playing with Austin Davis?
Oh, it's great. He pushes me so much better. It makes my moves so much quicker, and the exposure that we're getting is just great.
So for this game, what is one thing that you learned from this game?
Just to take the ball to the basket and where to pick my spots and see where Davis is going to be. So we're starting to gel a little bit better now. We know where each other are going to be. So it's just working out great, and we can keep going.
Awesome. Thank you for interviewing or being here, and I wish you good luck. Congratulations on your win, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jake. Congratulations to Skylar Lipinski for the star player of the night. We're going to take a quick break. Please come on back. We're going to wrap things up with Coach Ablos from Blissfield. You've been watching LSN, your leader in Lenawee Sports coverage.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. HSF.net.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
Welcome back. We are joined by assistant coach for the Blissfield Royals, Nick Ablos. Tough night, but I've got one question before we get too far into this interview. Logan and I were discussing the intensity of Coach Estes, and we watched him chomp gum intensely from the JV game all the way to the final seconds of this game. Yeah. Our question is, does he ever switch gum? Does he put a new stick in at any point?
It's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. He does. For Christmas, I actually bought him 6 packs of gum, so he probably went through about 4 pieces tonight.
Very good. I was wondering, I mean, that's got to be a challenge to stick to one piece.
The arm muscles of that guy is just unbelievable. Gives himself a headache, I would imagine.
So, beyond that, what does Blissfield gain from a game like tonight?
Well, we played a team tonight that's probably going to be playing the end of March. They're going to be in Lansing, playing for most likely a state tournament champion. we get a lot of experience. It's not every day that you get to play against a D1 basketball player. I think our guys learned from it. Our guys fought hard. I think most of all, it's fun. I would have loved to have been out there tonight playing against that kind of talent. So I think we learned a little bit about ourselves. We really did.
And question I have for you is, like you said, learn a little bit from everything. What can they take from, the guys of Onsted? What can they take personally in terms of skill and how they learn from the film?
How can Onsted take it, or our guys?
How can our guys, Blissfield?
Yeah, well, one thing is we can't let teams do what they're good at. And that sounds simple, but we can't let teams, that's a team that can run the ball. We can't let them do that. We got to take away their best options. So we're going to see that on film, that their first 2 or 3 steps were faster than our guys' first 2 or 3 steps when they're running full court. So, it's little things like that we got to really say, hey, how can we get better? That's one thing that we can do to get better, is not let them do what they're good at.
Because you have one more time with them, correct?
We do, yeah, at Onsted. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have 2 more players, 2 guys that have started this season. I think that'll help us out offensively for sure. Give us a couple more subs so we can actually run the court, full court, and some scoring as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, as Blissfield goes into the second part of their season, we appreciate Coach Ablos' energy and Coach Estes. They give it their all, and as you could tell tonight, you guys scrapped to the last second, and that's fun to see. So we appreciate your efforts.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thanks
Good job, Coach.
Yep.
For the entire Lenawee Sports crew, I'm Kyle Griffith saying thank you for allowing us into your homes this evening. Onsted wins it tonight by a score of 81-34.
In our next game, the Lenawee Sports crew makes their way to the land of the Indians as the Lady Maples travel to Tecumseh to write another chapter in this long contested rivalry. It's Adrian versus Tecumseh, and you can watch it only on LSN. We would like to remind you to get connected to LISD TV on Facebook and Twitter for LSN's coverage schedule. Also, check us out on YouTube and subscribe to LISD TV's channel for this and our other full game broadcasts. This has been a presentation of LSN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Davis bounced it off his head, and I don't think that was an accident.
You've got a tie atop the LCAA standings. Count that baby in a foul. The first time they've been there in 61 years. Morency is going to the Breslin Center.
And I think this is pretty much over.
Blissfield Royals, district champions.